In this video, we will learn about Unit 9.1 and 9.2. So both of these lessons are about no longer related sa mga polynomial. We've moved on from those. So kuan na kanang di na ta maglabad-labad ato. We'll proceed with kaning topics regarding circles. So as you may all know, in the real world there are different objects with different shapes. And some of those shapes are circular in shape. Okay, for example, ang ligid sa sakyanan, ang saraning, ang orasan, ang pizza, ang sa may mga lingin ng bula, sa may lingin ng kalibutan, lingin. Even ang itsura sa kaning solar system nato is circular as well, almost circular. And also the orbits of our planets are circular pod siya o almost circular o kaning itsura. Okay? So of course, ito ni natural nga ato sa siguro ila-ilahon kung unsa man gyud ng circles, unsa man gyud na naa nila, unsay mga parts niya, unsay iyahang mga lahi-lahi nga properties. Okay? So let's first define what is a circle. A circle, okay na, di na ako magamit ang kuan. A circle is a set of all points on a given plane that are equidistant. Take note of the term equidistant. Equidistant from a fixed point on the plane called the center of a circle. Okay? Okay, so ang pasabutan is kanang circle is na siya a particular center. For example, kani akong drawingon. Ang usa ka circle na siya a particular center. Okay? Sa in geometry naman ta. Na siya a particular circle and kani nga circle will be the point of reference sa mga points nga nagporma aning atoang linya nga circle dinhi sa gawas. Okay? Kanin tanang points dinhi nagsumpay-sumpay, these are set of points, okay, that are equidistant. So meaning ang sukod dinhi is same pud og sukod dinhi, ug same pud og sukod dinhi, ug same pud og sukod dinhi. So kana tanan nga points outside the center or kaning away from the center rather, that are forming the shape that is the circle is of the same of distance from the reference point, which is the center of the circle. Okay? So tanan ni siya kaning dinhi nga nasa gawas, puro na siya mga gagmay nga points nga gisumpay-sumpay lang through a line, and that's what made it a circle. Kana siya. Okay? Hopefully klaro. Now let me erase this one. So an example of a circle is kani siya nga shape. Okay? So we have this particular circle. So we have points R, Q, and P are points on the circle or the circumference of the circle. So nakapatong siya sa line nga nagpurma nga circle. Those are points R. Paling tempa. Sayop ko. Unya, sorry, ako sa i-adjust ha. Okay, para maklaro. Okay. Dayon, ang C na to din sa center is the center of our circle. So, tanan nga points, kanisi nga point, kanisi nga point, o kanisi nga point are equidistant. The same. Equi meaning equal. Distant meaning kalayon. So, parihas o kalayon in reference to the center. Okay? Sige. Let's continue. Now, what do you call the line that connects the distance between the center and any point on the circle? That is what you call the radius. Okay? Radius na siya. Familiar man siguro mo from your previous nga mga mathematics nga subject. So, the radius is the line that connects the center to the any point on the circle. Okay? So, the distance between the center and a point on the circle. Okay? Sa circumference ba? So, press ani. This is a radius. Okay? Now, another example is kani. So, in this figure, we have three radius. We have this radius, and this radius. All of which are lines that connect our center to the points on the circle, or technically just the distance. So for example, nanay 5 centimeter dinhi, then the distance from the center of the circle to the point on the circle is 5 centimeter. Mo na yang kalayon. Okay? Sige, hopefully klaro. Again ha, line siya, line segment that connects the center to the point on the circle or circumference of the circle. Next, another, this by the way is the start na ta sa parts of the circle. There are different parts of a circle. Number 1 is the radius. Number 2 is the chord. Okay, what is a chord? A chord is a line segment. So when you say line segment, it means 2 points are being connected by a line. Okay? Again ha, a line segment are 2 points that are connected by a line. Okay? Di lang na siya straight, pero mo nang punto. Lines mag-connect sa duha ka points. Okay, so it's a line segment whose end points, so meaning ang katong mga tumoy-tumoy nga point no nga ana kaning dinhi lie on the circle. So meaning ang points naa siya nakabutang sa circumference sa ato ang circle. Okay? For example, this point and this point are connected by a straight line or a line to be specific. Okay? And if you notice sa ato ang points, they're not on the center but are on the point or in the circumference of the circle. Okay? Naa siya sa kaning line nga naghimo og circle, kani siya nga line. Okay? Naa siya nakapatong or naa siya naka-point diha. Okay? So this line, kaning taas nga line, kani siya akong yellow para klaro. Kani or red na lang siguro. Kani nga line dinhi, this is what you call a chord. Okay? Chord ang tawag ana niya. And then, another example of a chord is kani nga line, kani. Okay? Di lang yellow, guro, green na lang. Kani. Okay? As you can see, the point connects, there are 2 points atong line segment. All are lying on the line that makes the circle or the circumference of the circle. Okay? So, kani nga line, kaning straight nga line is the chord. Another example is kanisiya. Okay? Now, I'm going to go back there sa radius, no? So, I forgot to mention how do you name the circle and the radius. When naming a circle, all you have to do is just either write the word circle and then write the center, the point, the name of the center of the circle. For example, in this case, this is C, therefore it's circle C. Or you can draw a circle with a dot or without a dot and then write C. Kung unsay nasa circle ha nga tunga. For example, kung O na siya, then you can write circle, sorry. Ay. Ano, mag-click kung din ako ng check. Then you can write circle O. Okay, circle O or circle with a dot or without a dot, then O. Okay? Now, for the radius, since it's a line segment, let's say, for example, kanilang radius akong gitutukan. Okay? You can write it as, symbol sa line segment is bar sa babaw sa letters. And then, kung unsa to nga mga letters ang endpoints, unsay naka-assign nila nga letters. For example, kani, R and C. So, ang mga suwat, R ug C, or kung ganang kabali, pwede pud C and R. Okay? So, only the letters nga na pangan sa points mo imuhang kaning isuwat. Dayon, let's continue. Now, for example, another nga radius, let's say kani, so we have P and C. Therefore, imong pangalan na is PC or pwede po CP. So, depende nimo kung sa imong gusto. Okay? Now, for the chord, same mo concept sa pagpangan sa iyaha or notation sa iyaha. Okay? Kung unsa tong mga pangalan sa chords nga nag-connect niya, like this one, R and Q, then you can write R, Q, or Q, R. Depende kung unsa imong ganahan nga mag-una. Okay? At this point, di pa siya kayo importante kung unsa arrangement sa letter sa pagkangani mo. Okay, so let's proceed now. So we already have mentioned two naka-parts sa circle. We have radius and then chord. Next is we have a diameter. What is a diameter? So probably are familiar with a diameter from your previous siguro nga mathematics. So it's the distance between it's the longest distance between any points on the circle, or kung imo siya i-relate into a line segment or a chord, then it's a type of chord that passes through the center of the circle. Okay? So it's a type of chord ang kaning diameter. Okay, of course, sa inyo mabantayan, di ba ang diameter is mag-connect siya sa usa ka point sa circle padung sa weakest point, pero mag-agi siya sa center. Okay? Matungaon man niya ang circle technically. Okay? So that is a diameter. Now, for example, here is our diameter. Okay, as you can see, there are 2 points nga gi-connect sa atong line on the circle or the circumference of the circle. So, meaning ang line o ang point nakapatong sa line nga naghimo og circle. Okay? Pero, kani nga line, niagi pud siya sa center sa ato ang circle. Okay? So, again, kana nga type of line is what you call a diameter. Now, how do you name diameters? Ang pag-name sa diameters is simple. The same ra pud sa kaning radius ug kaning circumference chord, but you can choose either two ways no sa pagsuot niya. Either you write is like this. For example, kanilang sa ha. You can write it as tulo ka letters, kay tulo man ni ka letters ang giigian. Okay? So you can write QCS or SCQ. Now, take note ha. Kung unsay direction sa akong pagsuwat, mausay dapat letters nga ako ang i-mention sa ako ang naming. Okay? Dili pwede nga QSC. Dili pwede. Okay? Dapat padung ka slide dito sa asa ka na direction parong. Okay? Ang akong pasabot, dapat ang last nga letter sa imuhang naming will be the end point sa imuhang line segment. Okay? Hopefully, klaro. You can also name it as SCQ, no? Kaya pwede man po gikan diri, padung dito. Pwede man sad. Okay? Sige. Let's continue. Sorry. Q. Now, you can also omit one of the points in between atong line segment. For example, di ko ganahan nga i-include si C. Ibutan tanan, di ko ganahan. Okay? So, you can name it as QS or SQ. Okay? Again, you only need two letters, at least 2 letters to name a line. Okay? It so happen lang nga tulo na ka book points ang naagyan sa tong line din so you can include another one sa ato ang naming. Okay, so kani kay wala man siya specific nga kaning position or kanang arrangement sa letters, kay ang ato namang concern is just the endpoints of our line segment. Okay, so again, this type of parts of a circle is what you call the diameter. Another part of a circle is what you call a secant. With the secant, pero in English, American English, you say it, you pronounce it as secant. Okay, a secant line. So a secant line is a line that intersects a circle in 2 points. So meaning duha. Okay? Kinahanglan makaagi siya sa circle kaduha. Okay? When I say makaagi sa circle, it means kanirang line ha, walay appeal ang center. Okay? So for example, na line nga mo traverse ana, this is still a secant. Okay? Although niagi siya sa center. Okay? Now, let's have a figure here to describe what is a secant. Now, we have two secants in this figure. We have this secant and this secant. Nganong secant siya? Nganong di siya matawag na chord? Or you can actually call it a chord, pero kung depende sa notation nga imong ibutang. Now, why is this a secant? It is because the line here is a never-ending line. When you see an arrowhead sa imuhang line, it means that this continues indefinitely. Mo continue na siya nga walay kahumanan. Okay? So that is why it is a secant. A secant is a line. Wa siya mo ana line segment, a line. So meaning walay kahumanan. Okay? Now how do you, and another one day nga secant is kani siya. So again, ay arrowhead, and it intersects with a circle at 2 points. Kani. This one and this one. As you can see, even diri niagi siya sa center. So it's still called a secant. Okay? Ka 2 points lang sa on the circle. Kaning line ba nga naghimo sa circle? Kani siya. Okay? Kaning line nga naghimo sa circle. Or curved line. Okay? Now, saan mo pag-name or notate ang usa ka secant? Now, it's easy. It's the same, almost the same with the rest of the lines nung atong i-mention. Radius, chord, diameter. Ang nakalahi lang is ang symbol nga naa sa ilahang babaw. Okay? So, again, so ang inyong gamiton nga symbol is an arrowhead nga duha ka buok ang two arrowheads rather. Two arrowheads siya. And then you write the letter of the points that are intersected by the secant. Okay? So for example, kani naagyan sa secant ug kani naagyan sa secant. Therefore, you can write this as line RQ or line QR. Depende kung asa imong gusto nga arrangement. Okay? Now, for this one, you can name this, again, pwede tulo ka letters, but if ganahan ta mapaspas lang ato ang naming, we will just mention the points nga Q ug S for this one. So, for example, we have QS, or you can name it as SQ. Okay? Or kung ganahan ka taas, again ha, kinahanglan naka-follow ka sa direction kung asa ka parong. For example, QCS or SCQ. Dili pwede nga magbaylo si mahimong QSC. Dili. Kaya anak na ka. QSC. Kung sa mangyud na nga line. Kulibat nga line. Naghibat-hibat nga line. Okay? So, mauna siya. Okay? So far we have mentioned 4 ka parts of a circle. Radius, chord, diameter, and secant. Another part of a circle is what you call a tangent. So I think familiar mo ani from grade 9. So a tangent is a line. Again, it's a line. So meaning it never ends. A tangent is a line that intersects a circle. So meaning moagi siya sa circle but only one point. So kung ang secant moagi sa circle kaduha, si tangent moagi only ka usa. Meaning mo tapsing ra siya. Okay? Ang key term is tapsing. Tapsingan ra niya. So the point where it intersects, katong point nga kung asa mo intersect ang ato ang tangent is what you call the point of tangency. Okay? So again, a tangent is a line that intersects at one point sa circle, and that point is what you call the point of tangency. Okay? Here is an example. So as you can see, we have circle O here. We have circle O, or C rather, circle C. And then this line over here is what you call the tangent line. Tangent line na siya. Okay? Now, how do you call it a tangent line? Again, the only clue is that it intersects the circle at exactly one point. So it intersects at point T. T ang pangan sa tong point. Okay? Now, this point over here is what you call the point of tangency. Tangency. Okay? So, kaning line ang tangent line or tangent, and katong point na nag-intersect sila, that is what you call the point of tangency. Now, how do you name this tangent line? Again, you can name it with 3 points in consideration, pero kung ganan ka mas dali, you can just name 2 points in the circle. Pwede na po diha ko 2. Okay? So, you can say, we have line, again, arrowhead siya, kay line man siya, meaning never ending. The difference of line segment and line is that ang line segment na ay katapusan, katong 2 ka points, ang line is walay katapusan. Okay? So, for example, I want to name this as UV, kaya naman tayo U ug V din he, or baliniya, which is VU. Okay? So, that is how you name a tangent line. Or, ang 9 instances po no nga, ang line yun mismo, ang pangalan, let's say S na siya. So, mga narakag line S. Line S. Okay? Pwede rasad na siya. Sige, continue ta. Now, here's a rule with point of tangency. The point of tangency will always be perpendicular to the radius. Let me rewrite my statement. Let me delete that. So the tangent will be perpendicular to the radius connecting the center to the point of tangency. Okay? So, tangent, ang kaning tangent line will be perpendicular. When you say perpendicular, it forms a letter L or letter T. Okay? It forms a perfect letter L or letter T. Okay? Now, to the radius connecting the center of the circle to the point of tangency. Okay? So, here's an example. We have here katong tangent line UV, and a certain radius is connected from the point of tangency of the tangent line to the center of the circle. Okay? Always, the angle in between the lines will be 90 degrees. So, when you say perpendicular, it means 90 degrees. Okay? Take note of that. Okay? Later, sa mga proving, or even ganit sa problem solving, you will encounter that as well. Next, another part of a circle. So far we have we have 6 naman siguro, ika-6 na ning akong i-mention. So we have radius, core, diameter, tangent, secant, and the 6th part is an arc. Kadali lang. Okay, sorry for the kaning small. Sorry for the small intermission number. So the next part, or 6th part natong i-mention here, is what you call the arc. An arc is a portion of a circle. So meaning ang linya ha, kani ba? Kaning nag-form sa usa ka circle. That is a portion of a circle. Formed between 2 points on the circle. Okay? So, para ma-visualize na to, here is an example. Okay? So, an arc kuno is a portion. So, this is a whole circle. Okay? Nihibat siya. This is a whole circle. And there are points on the circle nga naa niya. Okay? Now, what an arc is, para mas klaro kung ano lang na color. Okay? What an arc is kanang portion sa imuhang circle nga na-divide sa 2 points. It could be gani more than 3. Basta kay nalang kay makita nga 2 points in between. Okay? For example, we have point Q here and point P. Okay? So, an arc is this color orange part over here. Okay? Kaning line ha, dili ka nang naa sa sulod, dili ni kaning dinhi. No, it's not. Kaning line ra gyud, that is what you call an arc. Okay? So, hopefully klaro. Another arc here, pwede po ni RQ, or RP rather. RP or RQR. Or pwede po multiple gani nga points. For example, kani akong gusto, QRP. Pwede sad. Okay? Now, there are three types of arcs. Number 1, we have a minor arc. A minor arc means that the measure of your arc is less than less than 180 degrees. Okay? Now, nganong basig malibog mo sa term nga 180 degrees, no? Actually, kanang tibuok nga circle, if you still remember, that is equal to 360 degrees. One circle. Okay? 360 degrees. Meaning, ang measurement usually sa kaning kalinginon sa usa ka lingin, sa usa ka circle, is in degrees. Okay? Now, a minor arc is called a minor arc if the measurement of that arc is less than 180 degrees. Okay? Hopefully klaro. So, for example, an arc has a measure of 95 degrees and therefore that is a minor arc. Kaya mas gamay man siya sa 180 or 179 degrees, that is still called a minor arc. Okay? Now, another is what you call a major arc. Now, a major arc is less than mani, then it means more than or greater than 180 degrees. Okay? An example would be 190 degrees or 200 or even 270 degrees. Pwede. Basta kay mas dako pa siya sa 180. Number 3 is what you call a semicircle. Ano naman akong circle? A cricole naman. Circle. Okay? A semicircle is, since naman tayo less, napun tayo more, then that is exactly equal to 180. Okay? So, 180 yun mismo ang sukod sa imuhang semicircle. Or, semicircle means half sa circle. Okay? So, di ba, ang 360, imong i-divide og 2, that is equal to 180. Okay? So, it's technically half a circle. Okay? So, for this one, sa example na to, this tiny arc over here, kaning na degree of 90 degree, is what you call a minor arc. Okay, 90 raman siya. 90 degrees ni siya. Okay, so that is a minor arc. Kani, ang nahibilin is 270 man, then that is a major arc. So, sakto ning gipangyaw-yaw diri sa ubos sa ato ang example. Okay? So, again, a minor arc is less than 180, a major arc is more than 180, and a semicircle is exactly or equal to 180. Okay? Now, let's proceed to one postulate. A postulate, if you still remember, kung nanay sa grade 7 inyo, if naka-remember lang mo, it means that it's a statement that is considered to be true without proof. Okay? Hindi necessary nga i-prove pa siya para ma-consider nga true. So, consider na daan siya as true. Yan sa kadali. Sige. So what our first postulate is what they call the arc addition postulate. Okay, what does this arc addition postulate mean? Arc addition postulate states that the measure of an arc formed by two adjacent arcs of the same circle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two arcs. Okay, so let's have an example para mas klaro siya. Say we have this circle and we have these two, let's just say wag yun siya ikuan, like mga points lang siya, points and points. Then let's have a different color siguro, kaniyang usa, then ang usa is, let's say blue. Okay. And let's say ang usa is pink. Sige, kana. Now, we have here, or you can even draw lines here. Okay rasad ng radius ba? Okay rasad, may problema. Basta na lang siya points din somewhere sa ato ang circle. Okay? Now, you wanted to know unsay iyahang measurement ani. You're only given the measurements of this one, ibutang ta lang 30, and this one, ibutang ta lang 70. Okay? So, you wanted to know pilay measure of this whole nga arc from here until here nga arc. Okay? Arc addition postulate tells you that the measure of this arc is just the addition, giadra nimo ang measure sa arcs nga nagpurma niya. Diba? As you can see, kani nga tibuok nga arc, okay, is only a combination of this arc over here, this point to here, here nga point, and this arc over here, which is kani nga point, parong diri nga point. Okay? Therefore, the measure of that will be the addition of the two adjacent meaning tapad nga arcs. Okay? So that's 30 plus 70, which is equal to 100. Therefore, 100 ang iyahang sukod. Di ba? Murag common sense, no? Okay? So, 100 ang iyahang sukod. Now, this only works ang arc addition postulate if two arcs are adjacent to each other. For example, dapat katapat yun sila and on the same circle. Dili pwede nga naa sa laing circle ang usa, dili mo arc addition postulate, dili. Kinahanglan the same sila nga circle ug tapad pod sila nga arcs. Okay, how do you determine if tapad ang duha ka arcs? Let's just say this arcs over here are formed by these three nga radii. Okay? Now, una ninyo nga timailhan is that the arcs or the two lines that connects the arc, for example, kani, ato nilagyan ng color. Sige, kayo na lang, green. Kani ug kani, okay? They share the same vertex, okay? Or bisan gani kani. Okay? Ni-share sila the same vertex. Vertex meaning tumoy sa or kanang asa nag-meet ang duha or tulo ka buok lines. Okay? So same sila og vertex. Another one is kani nga portion is naa siya kani nga side. And kani pod nga portion naa pod siya kani nga side. Therefore naay usa ka side nila nga nagsikit ra sa usag-usa or they're using the same radius. Okay? Kani same ra nga radius kani. Okay? Therefore, they are adjacent nga mga arcs. Okay? And that pwede nimo applyan kanang scenario, pwede nimo applyan of arc addition postulate. Again, arc addition postulate is just the addition of the measures of the two adjacent arcs for that big katong dako gyud nga arc. Okay? Sige, hopefully klaro ra. Next is an angle whose vertex is the center of the circle, or what they call the central angle. Now, we're in the angle na nga parts ha. Katong ganina, the arc is the 6th, kani ang 7th, central angle. Okay? Now, what do you call the, again, the definition of central angle is the angle whose vertex is the center of the circle. It means that there are two radii, and in between those radii forms a circle. Forms an angle. Okay? So here's an example. So we have this radii over here, and who shares the same point or vertex with this line over here. Okay? Vertex din nilang duha. Okay? Ang atong center. So, kay center man na, then, from the name itself central, meaning that is a central angle. Okay? Now, ang measure din is 90 degrees. Basta box ganin yung makitaan, nga na, sa usa ka angle, then that means it's 90 degrees. Okay? Now, there is a postulate as well nga connected with central angle. Now, that is what you call the central angle postulate. What does this mean? This is actually very simple nga postulate. It means that the measure of the central angle is equal, parihas, sa measure sa iyang intercepted nga arc. Now, what is intercepted nga arc? An intercepted arc means this. Okay. Balik ta sa kaninga figure. Okay? Ang intercepted arc, let's say for example, kaninga angle, ay wala akong maka-mention noon saan pag-name ang arc ug ang kuan. Sige, later na lang. Kaninga angle, deform siya no sa duha ka line, which is kani o kani. Marikon ko ra tong pag-name sa arc ug sa kaning angle. Dayon, if inyo ni imagine as baba, hindi na baba na siya. Then na ay portion sa ato ang circle nga gikaon anang baba. Kani siya nga portion. Correct? Okay? Now this portion is what you call the intercepted arc. Intercepted arc. Okay? Intercepted arc tawag ana niya. So sa central angle postulate, iyang pasabot kay for example 90 ni siya diba sa angle nato. Na siya square din meaning 90 degrees na siya. Ang iyang intercepted arc will also have 90 degrees. Parehas pud og sukod. Okay? So hopefully klaro. Okay? So for example natin another kunuhay din nga kuan nga line. So we have this and this line forming an angle in between. Let's say 40 na siya. Okay? 40 degrees. So according to central angle postulate, kaya central angle man ni, ang ilahang vertex na aman sa center, na aman sa tunga ang ilahang vertex kung asa nag-abot ning duha ka line, okay, na aman sa center. Then ang iyahang intercepted arc kani will also be 40 degrees. Okay? Same ra sila og sukod. Now, let's go back diay sa pagpangano sa mga arcs. Okay? Dili na nako ibutang sa kilid sa picture. Okay? So, in naming the arcs, magdepende siya sa direction ha sa imong pagbasa. Same po sa ganin niya akong giingon ninyo about the line. Okay? So, for example, sa minor arc, kani kunuhay na to nga minor arc, kani nga minor arc din ni. Then, all you have to do is just, symbol niya is murag kilay nga pabaw. Okay? Or murag rainbow sa ibabaw. Curve nga line, murag kilay. Unya, you write the letters of the points nga nag-connect sa kanang arc. For example, kani, we have Q and we have P. So, that's Q, P, or balihon nimo P, Q. Mas okay kung gamay ra nga letters, kaya pwede na bali-balihon. However, or dali ra bali-balihon rather. Pero, for example, kung major arc siya, especially kaning naidaghang mga points sa giagian, kani napay R, okay? Mo matter sa direction ha, ang points nga imuhang i-suwat. For example, kani akong direction, padung diri, padung sa P. Okay? So, ang pagsuwat nako will be kilay, then Q, sunod kay R, sunod kay P. Or kung bali, we have kilay, P, R, Q. Okay? Kaya kung mabali, for example, mabali lang nimo, may imong PQR. Meaning, diri ko magbasa, padung diri. Okay? So, mali na yun. Ibig imong pasabot kay, ang kanang QRP nga arc, ang imong akong ang makitaan as the one who's reading your notation is ang another noon nga arc, which is dili sakto. Okay? So, ang pagpangan, depende sa direction sa imuhang pag-tanaw or sa imuhang arc, asa ka nagpurma sa arc. Okay? Now, for angle, ang angle will have the symbol kanang murag L nga nagtakilid. L or murag less than pero kuan siya. Ang ubos is horizontal man. Ana ba? Okay? That is angle. And then, ang pagpangan sa angle will be the points nga unsay na involved sa angle. For example, Kani we have nagana kay ni kuan mga sutsuwat ato na irison kamo na lay kuan kani rewind sa video para ma-notes ninyo. Okay? For example kani, mas klaro na. Naatay QOP. Okay? Sa angles na ay tulo ka letters nga ma-involve. Okay? So for example, diri ko magtan-aw padung diri, dinhi, tapos dinhi. So mahog nga QOP. Okay? Or bali, we have angle POQ. Now if you notice, ang vertex nato will always be the center letter sa ato ang pag-name sa usa ka angle. Okay? Always na siya para di na libog dili maglibog ang magbasa in town. Okay? So always ang center sa ato ang vertex or always ang vertex or ang center sa ang angle. Kung asa dapita ang vertex na lang. Asa dapita ang vertex mo ay inyong center sa pagsuwat sa name sa angle. Okay? So hopefully klaro. Now, okay na tayo sa central angle postulate. So again ang meaning sa central angle postulate, if naa kayo sa ka central angle or ang angle kay giporma or ang angle giporma nga ang vertex kay naa sa center sa circle, then ang measure ato nga angle will be the same sa measure sa iyahang intercepted arc. Okay? Sige, arita sa inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is an angle whose vertex is on the circle. Okay? So, ang ganina, ang central angle, yung pasabot kay ang measure ko no sa, ang iyang vertex kay nasa center sa circle, si inscribed angle, dili na sa center, but naa na siya, ang iyang vertex, sa gawas, or naa sa, dili sa gawas, naa na sa circumference sa circle, or kana naghimo sa lingin nga curve. Okay? So, for example, as kaning picture diri, ang atong inscribed angle is kani, ngano. Okay? For you can see that this line and this line intersects at this point. So meaning this is the vertex and they form a particular angle. Okay? So since naman ang vertex sa circle, okay? Kani ba na point sa circle, nakapatong siya sa circle, then this is what you call an inscribed angle. Okay? Kani di siya matawag nga inscribed because the vertex, kung asa nag-abot ang duha ka line nga nagporma sa angle, is naka-point sa center sa circle. Di siya pwede. So, central angle na siya. Ang inscribed katong, ang vertex is on the circle or the circumference of the circle. Okay? Sige, hopefully klaro no? So, let's proceed with examples. So, we have here a figure. And naka-answer na ani silang kuan, Dulin and si Shane. So, kung naglibog ang uban, you can ask Dulin and Shane to expound further siguro. Depende nila kung available ba sila for kana explain. Okay? So, let's try to answer this one. So, name the terms given to the parts of the circle shown below indicated by the following. Okay? So, we have here a figure and all you have to do is just locate asa ni dapitan ng mga linya ba na or angle or arc. Okay? So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is line segment OD. Meaning line is siya karen segment man. Okay? Adi siya in an ending, never ending line. Line segment siya. So naay duha ka points nga i-connect niya. Okay? Line segment OD, so naay O din hi. So kani nga point padung sa D, which is padung sa ubos. Okay? Now, notice nga, ang atong gi-connect sa atong line is ang center sa circle o ang point outside the circle, or on the circle rather. Okay? So, kung kana ang nahitabo, then therefore, that is a radius. That is a radius. Okay? Radius siya. Next, BD, line BD. Line BD, so we have here B, di-connect ko no siya padung sa D. Okay? As you can see, it's still a line segment na ay lang points nga atong i-connect sa line. But, niagi siya sa center sa ato ang circle. Okay? So, this is what you call it's a type of chord. or what you call a diameter. Diameter. Okay? Again, it's a type of chord that passes through the center. Muagi sa tunga. Okay? That is a diameter. Sunod, letter C na ta. Line segment AC. So, line segment AC. Okay? Now, only look at the line ha. Ayaw tanawa nga na yung intersect niya, whatsoever. Okay? Only look at the line. Now, if you notice, ang points nga i-connect sa ato ang line is points on the circle. Naa siya sa circle. Wala siya sa center. Dili po siya ni pass through the center. Wala sa siya. Therefore, this is a chord. Chord siya. Chord. Okay? Sige. Let me just erase ang mga dots din. Okay? Next. Line. Line na gyud. Line AE. Okay? So, line AE is line AE. And both are with arrowheads, meaning dili siya mahuman. Naman say arrowhead din hi. So meaning katong line gyud siya nga dili mahuman. Okay? Now since dili man siya mahuman nga line, it's either secant or tangent. Now notice that it only intersects with the circle at exactly 1 point. Okay, wala siya moagi kaduha sa circle. Okay? Therefore, kay kausa raman, this is what we call a tangent. Okay? It's a tangent. Next, letter E. Letter E is just 1 point. A. Basta kung wala gani symbol, that's just a point. Okay, so yung pasabot is kani. Okay? And as you notice, it is a point at which the circle intersects with the tangent line. Okay? So kung kana ang point nga nag-connect si circle ug si tangent line, then that means that is the point of tangency. Point of tangency. Okay? Sige. Let's proceed with the next. We have line. Again, an ending line. Line AD. Okay? Now, kung line siya, an ending, it could be secant or tangent. Now, obviously, kung kuan lang, by process of kaning deduction, you would know that it is a secant line kaya man naman ang tangent. But just for kaning visual purposes, makita lang yun ninyo, notice that A and B are points nga gi-connect sa ato ang usa ka line nga ending, okay? And since it hits 2 points kani nga line nga nag-connect nila, then therefore that is a secant line or secant, okay? Meaning secant na siya. Next, we have arc AB. The symbol here is murag kilay. Okay? So, arc na siya. So, arc AB is arc A to B. Okay? Now, if you notice, ang ato ang arc dinhi must be less than 180. Now, how do I know nga less than siya 180? Okay? Or you can always use the concept of half circle. Half circle. Okay? Half circle will always have 180 degrees. Okay? If you notice from here to here, this is less than what's from here to here nga 180. Mas gamay siya. Okay? Dili na gud siya kutob. Di ang kani kay tibuok na gyud half circle. Okay? You can use any other points po kung ganahan ka. Let's say for example, kung ganahan ka nga i-half circle kuno nimo kani. Half circle. Nagimo ko ng imaginary line. Okay? So, itanaw nimo bisag kani padung atong point kung asa nimo gi-connect ang half sa circle or diameter. Okay? Still, gamay ra siya nga portion compared sa 180. Therefore, kung gamay siya nga portion, wala siya kaabot og 180, that is what you call a minor arc. Okay? Next, arc ADC. Okay, now notice it's using 3 letters. So, therefore, na direction ang ato ang pag-connect sa lines. Okay? So, let's try to connect that. We, curve rather. We have A, then connect sa D, then connect sa C. Okay? A, connect sa D, connect sa C. Okay? As you may notice, ato ang drawing diri, This is no longer a minor arc. Okay, let's apply the concept of half circle. Okay? As you can see, this is 180. Kani diri kutob. But ni continue pa gyud siya padung sa continue pa gyud siya more than 180. Therefore, kay more than man siya, that is what we call a major arc. Okay? Hopefully klaro ra ha. If na may question, you can always ping me, send me a question through PM. So why not to answer? Okay? Next, we have angle. Na tayo symbol nga angle din here. Angle BOC. So sa angle again, ang center sa imuhang angle will always be the vertex kung asa nag-connect ang duha ka line. Okay? So we have angle BOC. So from BOC. Therefore, ang iyang pasabot is ang angle in between atong duha ka lines, kani ug kani. Okay? Now, since the vertex is the center of our circle, katong asa nag-abot ang duha ka line, then this must be a central angle. Okay? Central angle. Now, last. Sige. Last is angle BDA. Again, it's an angle. So, BDA. BDA. Okay? Now, the angle here is the angle in between the lines nga na-form sa katong connected nga lines. Okay? Now, as you can see, our vertex is no longer in the center or on the center, but it's on the circle, circumference of the circle. Okay? Naa siya diri. Nakapatong siya sa kaning line curve nga nagforma sa circle. Okay? So if that is the case, then this must be an inscribed angle. Okay? So hopefully klaro. If let's proceed to the next example. Na siya spacing. O pa na akong upload no? Sorry. I-upload sa nako ha, kadali lang. Saan naman? There. I'm going to go upload sa tag usa ka example. We have here this one. And later na nag-uban. Sige. Here is another example. This is still in lesson 1. So, atong itry o kumandayon kay almost 1 hour na ang klase. Or ang video rather. Okay? So, let's have this one. So, example number 2 ni siya for this video. But sa inyong study guide, this is example number 3. This is actually a combination of, not technically a combination of the two postulates. But, besides, somewhere related to the topic. Anyways, so let's proceed. No? In a circle A, so meaning ang center na to is A. Ang ipanganda sa circle no is ang iyang center. And since A man ang center, so ang pangalan sa circle is circle A. So circle A below, a line BC, kani, line BC is a tangent to the circle A at point B. So meaning ang point of tangency is point B. If the measure, kaning M ganing agamay, this pertains to measure, sukod. Muna sukod, ang sukod ko no sa blah 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 muna. Okay? So ang measure ko no sa imuhang measure of angle BAC, i-loading kadali. Measure of angle BAC is equal to 53.13 degrees. Okay? So muna sukod sa tong angle. Okay? And AB is equal to 3. And BC is equal to 4. So, ang line segments na siyang pasabot. Okay? So, line segment AB ko no is equal to 3 and line segment BC is equal to 4. Okay? So, muna isukod sa itong line segments. Question, unsay sukod sa ito ang angle BCA and sukod sa ito ang line segment AC. Okay? Now, wala mo apply din nino ang duha ka postulates. But, sige lang. Okay na. Maybe mag-create ko another video ato. Anyway, so tayo na itong solve ni. So, let's start. So, una is, ang pagsukod na ito sa ato ang kani, let's say A ni siya, A will be kaning gi-form nga triangle nato dinhi. Di ba na triangle no nga napurma kani. Okay? Oh, nahibat siya, sorry naman. Okay, so akong i-redraw kunuhay. Okay? Akong i-redraw. So ang naa dinhi is A, naa dinhi is B, and naa dinhi is C. Mao ra nang gi-follow ha, A, B, C. Wala ko gi-usab. Mao ra gyud gi-follow. O niya, ang gingon diri si measure ko no ni BAC, so meaning B A no B A C, so meaning ang kaning angle nga natin ha. Okay? Ang angle nga natin ha is equal to 53.13. So 53 ano sa mga ipagsuwat? 53.13. Okay? Now, since, if you still remember, di ba ang forma or kaning ang measurement sa angle sa radius o sa tangent line nga nakakonect sa imuhang point of tangency will always be 90 degrees. Again, kung square, ang meaning ana is 90 degrees. Although sa figure nato wala naka-indicate, but according sa atong discussion, the angle of the angle in between the radius and the tangent line will always be perpendicular or 90 degrees. Okay? Therefore, ang kaning siya dinhi, kaning si BC nga connected ni A, BC nga connected ni A will have 90 degrees nga measurement. Okay? Now, if you remember from your grade 9 man siguro na ninyo nga topic, a triangle will always have a measured angle of 180 degrees. Okay? So, ang usa ka triangle na siya 180 degrees sa tanang points niya. Okay? Sample kani, ug kani, kung i-add nimo, ang total is 180. Okay? Now, we will use that concept to compute kani nga angle, which is mao'y gipangita. Measure of B, C, and A. Okay? BCA. So, let's try. For example, dito na sa ubos, we have the measure of angle BCA is equal to 180 minus. Since na naman tayo daan given, therefore, or pwede po din ganyan yung para maklaro yun. We have 180 is equal to the measure of angle, so gihatag BAC plus 90 degrees, ako na dito ha, kaniba dinhi, plus the measure of angle BCA. Okay? So ang angles nga nasulod sa atong triangle kani sila tulo, atong i-add nimong 180. Okay? Now we know what is measure of angle BAC, which is kani naa sa given 53.13. So we have 53.13 plus 90 degrees tapos plus BCA. Now, kay na matong goal, therefore, ang kaning duha ato ni i-transfer sa PCAS. But ato sa sila i-add ha. So, 90 ug 53.13 will be 143.13. 143.13 plus the measure of angle BCA is equal to 180. Now, afterwards, ako na siya i-transpose, so that becomes 180 minus 143.13 is equal to the measure of angle BCA. Okay? Now, take note ha. Angle, nahimo siyang negative because positive siya daan diri sa pika side. Okay? So, i-transfer mo negative. Now, kung imo na i-minus, the answer should give you 100, I believe that's 137. 136 rather. 136.87 something degrees is equal to the measure of angle BCA. And this will be the answer for letter A only. Letter A pa. Okay? Ako ay double check. Basta siguro akong pag-minus. So we have 180 minus 143.13. 36. Oh no, 136 ko no. 136 already, sorry. 36.87. Yes. And that is your measure of your angle BCA. Okay, so we're done with letter A. The next is, unsa ko nisukod sa line segment AC. So, kani, unsa ko nisukod ani. So, how do you compute for that? Okay, we are given with this information. AB kuno is equal to 3, BC is equal to 4. Okay, now to solve for that, we will use the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem. If kadumdum pa mo. Anyways, ako isuot ang formula. So, this is for letter B. Okay, so Pythagorean theorem means C square or ang hypotenuse is equal to A square plus B square. Now, since wala man tay direct no nga kanang kani ang akong angle of reference, so morning opposite, morning adjacent. Okay, A and B could be could any be of the legs sa atong ang triangle. Ayo lang jud ninyo sayop ang C. The C will always be the hypotenuse. Okay, unsa ang pag-ila sa hypotenuse? Pangitaan ninyo ang angle nga 90 degrees. Ang direct opposite ana niya will be the hypotenuse. Okay? Therefore, in this case, ang ACD ay ang ato ang hypotenuse. So, we have AC square is equal to any lang a point. We have AB or BC. Pwede ra gyud bisag unsa. We have AB square plus BC square. Okay? Now, we know what is AB. That is 3. And BC is equal to 4. So, we have 3 square plus 4 square. That is 9 plus 16. Now, take note, we're only looking for AC, but this is in square. So, we need to do something para mawa ang square, which is to square root both sides. So, makancel ang square. AC is equal to the square root of 9 plus 16 is 25, which is equal to, since this is a measurement, so there is no negative. Therefore, that only acceptable answer is positive. Therefore, square root of 25 must be positive 5. In this case, wala maghatag o measurement or unit of measurement. Therefore, the answer is only 5. Okay, so our answers would be measurement of angle BCA is 36.87 and the measure of line segment AC is positive 5 or 5. Okay, so let's continue. Hapit na gyud ni. Ito na lang tiwason. Let me upload a few more pictures. So we have the examples na dayon. Okay. Sige. So kaganina, let me just zoom it in. Okay. Kaganina I already mentioned no nga na ay postulate. Ang postulates are statement that is assumed to be true without proof. So you don't have to prove to show proof rather nga si Archidition postulate or si central angle postulate are all true. They are considered already true. Okay, without any proof. Murag pa na sa universal truth na siya. Okay? Now, nakalay niya sa theorem which we will be discussing in units 2 or lesson 2, 3, and 4 sa unit saan naman nga unit kuan? Unit 9 na tadi eh. Unit 9, you need proofs no or kaning set of statements of proof para ma-prove nimo siya nga true. Okay? Actually sa inyong study guides na siya yung mga series of proofing dito. We can go over them through another video lang, di lang sa rini. Maybe I'll create another video. And then kaning kuan, all of them are stating that the assumption or the theorem rather, not assumption, the theorem itself is true. Kaya naman siya series of proof niya. Okay? Now, what is a theorem by the way? A theorem is a statement, so meaning it's something, a statement, a sentence that has been proven true based on definitions, mga definitions, postulates baka ha, so postulates can be used to prove theorems, or previously established theorems, so meaning sa established meaning, considered na siya as true. Not necessarily a postulate, kay naman siya proving. Okay? So, established theorems lang siya. Okay? Now, we have two theorems sa inyong lesson 2 sa inyong study guide. We have bisected chord theorem and congruent chords theorem. Let me explain the bisected chord theorem first. Bisected chord theorem states that if a radius of a circle bisects a chord of the same circle, then the radius and the chord are perpendicular to each other. Okay, let me provide a figure para ma-visualize na to. Just imagine that this is a perfect circle. Okay, now for example, there exists a chord in our circle. Again, a chord is a line segment that connects points in the circle. Not necessarily sa center, kay diameter man to siya. Okay, so let's say we have this chord and then a radius kuno bisects the chord. A perfect line lagi to, nindot. The bisects the chord, bisects the chord. Okay, when you say the term bisects, it means the measurement of this chord or this segment sa chord, kinatunga man siya, and the measurement of this other segment out of the chord kinatunga is the same. So for example, this chord over here is measured 10. Therefore, this chord is 5 and this chord is 5. Okay? Now, if that happens, nga pareha sila og sukod, then it must be the radius is perpendicular to the chord. Meaning, ang iyahang angle dinhi will be 90 degrees sa tanang section. Okay? Sa tanan, dinhi, 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 dinhi. Puro 90 degrees. Okay? So, mo nang pasabot sa bisected chord theorem. If lang ha, if parehas og sukod kana, and it also happens nga, kang sukod pud ani nga arc, kay intercepted arc man inom, na duha ka points nga, gipatungan ang usa ka portion sa arc. So, this is intercepted arc, this is another intercepted arc. So, parehas pud ni sila og sukod. Kanang double line nga ana nako, that means parehas og sukod. Okay? Or pili pod tulo. Depende kung daghan kaayo na sila. Okay? So, parehas po na siya sukod. May pasabot sa bisected chord theorem. Bisected means equally divided. That divide equally. Okay? Now, let's proceed to congruent chords theorem. Congruent chords theorem suggests that if two chords of a circle are congruent, if ang duha ka chords kuno kay congruent. Congruent means the same og sukod, but not necessarily kahibaw ta unsay sukod. For example, kung mo ana gayta nga line segment AC is congruent to line segment AB, this means that AC has the same measurement as AB. But walang ta kahibaw kung pilay sukod ni AC or ni AB. It could be nga sukod is 4 og 4, or it could be that 5 og 5 siya, basta kahibaw lang ta nga the same og sukod si AC og si AB. Okay? Sabtan na? Sige. Wala kong naikastorya. Anyway. Sige. Sa congruent chords theorem, nagpasabot nga kung congruent ko ng duha ka line, duha ka chords rather, then their apothems and intercepted arcs are also congruent. Okay? Unsa may pasabotan ng apothems and then nganong unsa pay lain nga mga conditions anang apothems ug intercepted arcs when it comes to chords, multiple of double chords. Okay, so let's say we have this circle. Sorry, wala matarong ang circle. I-resume sa rin ako. Okay, for example, we have two chords here. Butang ta lang. Okay, and let's just say nga equal ni sila sa sukod. So butangan ako duha ka line. Therefore meaning equal na sila. Okay? So if you notice kaning ato ang chord kanano siya points dinhi nga gi-connect sa ato ang circle. Okay? Now ang kani nga intercepted arc, di ba points man ni. So naa siya kani nga portion sa atong circle nga ihang giangkon. Kani padung dinhi. So was diri. Kani nga portion padung dinhi nga portion. Okay? So kana nga arcs parehas pud sila og sukod. Not necessarily kani ha. Not kaning sa sulod ha ang implies og sukod. Meaning ra kaning nga erase na no. Kani nga arc parehas sila og sukod. Okay? Ang kaninga chord ug kaninga chord parehas og sukod pud. Okay? Ang ila pong apothem, so from the center of the chord padung sa center sa circle, as well as dinhi from the center of the chord padong sa center sa circle. So kani nga line nga nag-connect nila, this is what you call the apothem. Apothem na siya. Na definition ani sa inyong study guide, you can refer to that nasa last portion, key points ng guro to. Basta kay ang pasabot ato niya is the distance between the chord to the center of the circle. So meaning ang center sa imong chord o ang center sa imong circle gi-connect og usa ka line. Kana nga line is what you call the apothem. Okay? So ang ilaha pong apothem is the same kuno og measurement. Kung congruent ang duha ka chord. Kung congruent sila. Okay? But kung dili, ingani mahitabo. Which is mao'y atong kuan sa example number 1 later. Sige. For example, natay duha ka circle, unya natay usa ka chord nga taas, o natay usa ka chord nga mubo. Mubo ra pud na kaayo. Okay? Tanawan ninyo ang kalahian. Okay? Then atong butangan og iyahang kaugalingong mga apothems. Okay? Mao ning center ha. Mao nang center. Okay? So kung longer ang imong chord, let's have a table. Say din lang. If long chord ni siya, chord, apothem, intercepted arc. Okay? So kung longer ang imong chord, kani, long manino. Long iyang chord. Din ang iyang apothem kay mas gamay. Smaller ang iyang apothem, but ang iyang intercepted arc is mas dako. Mas dako po ang iyang intercepted arc or longer ang iyang intercepted arc. However, if gamay ang imuhang chord, kani, cute imong chord, okay? Chord nimo is shorter, then ang imong apothem, if compare lang nimo sa pikas, mas taas siya, mas longer, and ang iyaha lang pod intercepted arc is also shorter, mas gamay siya compared ani iyang counterpart. Okay? So mao ni siya ang atong table ha. Kung longer ang chord, then ang imuhang apothem is shorter and longer po ang imuhang intercepted arc. Kung shorter ang imong chord, then longer ang apothem but shorter ang intercepted arc. Okay? Sige, let's have example. Kaya hapit na mag 1.5 hour ang video. So example number 1. Given a circle, if the measure of the minor arc JN is 55 and the measure of minor arc LM is 60 degrees, which between chords JN and LM have a longer apothem. Sige, let's draw the circle para mas ma-visualize na to. Imagine lang ninyo, perfect na circle. Daghan bang kuan? Mananap. Okay? So we have, we have two, kadali lang. Sorry. We have two circles. Unya, two chords pod. These are chords man. Ato minor arc JN o minor arc LM. So probably a chord is creating those intercepted arcs or those arcs. Example kana, unyang usa is kana. Okay? Let's say this is JN. So kaning nga chord is JN and this chord is LM. Okay? Ay sorry. So pa to LM. Gibase ra nako sa letters nga nakabutang din. Okay? Now, ang iya ko nung intercepted arc ani, kani siyang arc is 55 degrees. Okay? And ang intercepted arc ani, puro minor arcs no, kay gamay raman siya, 55 raman. We have 60. Now, this is not drawn to scale ha, diing ani kadagko ang kuan, ang arcs. Okay, 55 nagagmay ra kay na. 60 just for kuan lang ni siya, visual nga purposes. Makita ninyo. Okay? Now, pangutana, asa kuno'y mas longer ang apothem? Ang kani ba or ang kani? Okay? So, pila unsa kuno'y mas longer ang apothem ani? If na ang center. Okay? So, again, dito mo tanaw sa figure, ako ra ganahan nga ma-visualize ninyo kung unsay nahitabo sa problem. Okay? We will still refer to our table over here. Okay? So, ang gingon din si 55, natin figures din ninyo, 55 and 60. Okay? So, kung tanaw ninyo, mas dako si LM nga arc LM kontra ni arc JN. Okay? Mas dako ha. So for example kani atong i-refer ang LM. So kung mas dako siya, then ang intercepted arc is larger, then therefore ang iyang apothem is shorter. Okay? So magpasabot dili siya ang answer. Okay, mas dako man ang iyang kuan man ka intercepted arc 60 gud. Mas dako ang 60 kontra sa 55. Therefore, ang answer supposedly ani is dapat shorter siya nga arc para ma-longer siya nga apothem. So asa may mas shorter? Di ba si JN ng kuan ang mas shorter? Therefore, the answer is chord JN ang longer ang apothem. Okay? And that is your final answer. Okay, na-gets na? Or trohon na ako. Balik ko na to. Pwede ito balihon ng kuan ang atong pag-derive. For example, visualization na ni again ha. Dito mo first table for visualization purposes na good na. Now, ang atong goal no is mangita ta sa longer apothem. Okay? So, longer apothem sa atong table is kani, longer. Okay? Now, ang gihatag sa ato ay kay puro measurement of the arcs. Measurement of minor arc and measurement of minor arc. So, meaning intercepted arc, tanga kolo magtanaw. Okay? So, ang imong tanawon is ang nasa ubos. Longer man kuno nga apothem, therefore, ang iyang intercepted arc should be shorter. Okay? Shorter meaning mas gamay yung value kontra sa pikas. Now, if tanaw ninyo sa values, sa 60 ug sa 55, mas gamay gyud si mas gamay. Mas jutay og value. Mas jutay og value si 55 kontra ni 60. Therefore, dapat si JN, arc J, or not arc, chord JN ang answer nato. Kaya na siya longer nga apothem. Okay? Hopefully, klaro na. Next, arita sa example number 2. Last example. Para ato na ni i-upload. Sige. Sige. Last example, example number 2 ni. Or mahug example number, number 2. Mahug. So example, in the given figure, chords EK and FL are congruent. So meaning, kani o kani congruent ko no. Same po nagsukod, walang takahibaw. Okay? Walang takahibaw pilay sukod pa. Basta pare sila sukod. So moreover, diameter JI, so diameter kani JI, diameter JI is perpendicular to chord EK. So meaning, kani nga chord o kani nga diameter kay nagporma og 90 degrees. Okay? At J. So kani nga point J na siya. If FL is 28 units and JK kani is 3x minus 4 units, find x. Okay? Sige. Let's solve. So first is maka-establish ta ani. Okay? Establish na nato nga si EK o si FL are congruent. Therefore, line segment EK and is congruent to line segment FL. Okay? Now we know FL is equal to 28. But we know, if tanaw ninyo, nga si EK is composed of line segment EJ and line segment JK. Line segment JK. Okay? Now, according sa atong problem ha, perpendicular ko no si JI kang EK. So, meaning kani na ay 90 degrees nga measurement sa angle. Okay? So, di ba, the only time nga ma-perpendicular ang ato ang line or kaning bisad pwede po radius or pwede po diameter, the only time nga ma-perpendicular ang chord sa usa ka radius or diameter is if ang ilahang measurement ani is na bisect niya ang katong chord. Okay? Therefore, ang measurement aning niyo nga mga segments dinhi kani siya padung diri ug kani siya padung diri is parehas ra og sukod. Okay? Now we are given with jk is equal to 3x minus 4. Therefore, si EJDI o si JK, parehas sila mo gamit aning 3x minus 4. That becomes 3x minus 4 plus 3x minus 4. Okay? So, mahog nga 6x minus 8 di ay ang ato ang EK. Okay? So, we can now substitute this sa ato ang gibutang diri. Diri lang sa kilid. So, mahog nga 6x minus 8 is congruent to 28. Or wala na ganin ng congruence nga symbol. Kaya na naman tayo values. Okay? Now, we will isolate x. Kaya mo may goal sa ato ang problem. Pangitawon si x. So, we have 6x. So, may tabuan mo transpose. So, mahog na 28 plus 8. So, that's 6x is equal to 36. Divide both sides by 6. So, that is, no-cancel. X is equal to 6. Therefore, ang ato ang x is valued 6 o nasa 6.